Today we're recording Lost Cause by Billie Eilish on Soundtrap.com. We're starting off with a blank project. Go ahead and change your tempo to 75 beats per minute. We're going to add a new drum set into the project so that we have something to listen to while we play our bass later. Our hi-hat pattern starting off with every other hit. Our snare drum's on beats 2 and 4, and the bass drum is 1 in the first group and 2 in that third grouping right there. Now this is a little too basic to match the song, so let's make it more interesting. I'm going to go in and search for clean red. I see the comments about wanting to use free sounds. I completely understand. The specific drum sets only matter to your personal taste. If you want it to be a little bit more rock, a little bit more country, a little bit more rap, it's completely up to you, and our drum sets will allow us to express ourselves that way. We're now going to jump over to the piano roll. This is something we don't do too often. There's 4 options over here: a cursor, a pencil, a V, and a trash can. We're going to click V. I'm going to grab the first hi-hat sound and pull it down to just a little under 100. And I'm going to go to the 3rd, and the 5th, and the 7th. What this is going to do is create 2 hi-hat sounds. We have a soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud. It's a little bit of variation to make it sound a little bit more human-like. Excellent. Now grab your pencil tool and see that group of 2 bass drums. I want to put an extra hit 2 squares ahead of it. So not 1, but 2 squares. It's going to make a long note. Let's just shorten it up. And it should sound a little bit more ba-boom, boom. We're going to repeat that out for 4 full measures, and then we can set our loop to stop there. The next thing we're going to do is probably the hardest part of this whole thing. It's the bass line. Let's start by adding a new track and looking for that clean bass sound. We're going over to bass electric, and you could use any of these sounds that give you a real bass sound. I personally chose clean electric, but again, just like before, you're more than welcome to choose any bass sound you want. This is you, you're creating it. The first notes we're going to play is J, V, and back to J. It should sound like this. That's it. That's all we're going to record. The next 3 notes we're going to play are J, 1, and W. And we're going to play them quickly. There it is. Let's record that over. This next part is the same rhythm as before, but it's H, V, and then J. We're going to play that immediately after those fast 3 notes. Alrighty, and again, my rhythm wasn't perfect, but we can fix that with quantization. The next 3 notes is kind of like the first time, but it backwards. J, W, 1. Same rhythm. Let's record it. Again, not a perfect performance, but we'll fix it later. This next entry is the easiest one. We're going to play G and then J. Again, this one ends with 3 fast notes. It's going to be G, 1, W. Just like the last 3, let's give it a recording. We're going to play V, V again, W, 1. V, VW, 1, hard to say. That's what we're going to play. That's going to start off this measure. Let's record it. Alrighty, we have 2 more beats to go. The next group of 3 is going to be V, L, and comma. One more punch in and the bass line is done. On the very last beat of this song, we're going to put 1 more B flat, which is a J. Boom, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, J. And we're done. Now let's open it up in the piano roll. I'm going to start by doing a Control A, right click, quantize to 16th note swing. And then this is completely up to you. I like the idea. I don't even know. This is a kind of a guess in the dark. I'm going for 3 o'clock. I'm going for 2:30. 2:30. All right, I don't know. Let's see how it landed and see if we have to fix any notes. What I want to point out, when I have these fast notes that are overlapping, I want to make it so that they do not sound at the same time. I think like a real bassist would not have them sustain or be heard at the same time. So I'm going in and just clipping any notes that are accidentally underneath another note or even on top of, just so we don't hear 2 notes at the same time. So now that everything's trimmed, I'm going to make my part down to 4 measures. And that was the hard part. Let's move on. This song is an incredible combination of very few sounds. For most of this song, these are the only 2 instruments we hear, drum and bass. But there's 2 more instruments that at least I can tell that are snuck in, and it's really obvious at the end. You can hear it here in the video. You can hear that there's that synthesizer sound, and you also hear that guitar. And so I want to add those 2 things, and then it's done. So that synthesizer sound that we're hearing, it crazy enough really matches this brass organ that we have here. And if you can't use the brass organ, you can use any organ. This is going to sound fairly shrill now, so if you want to go ahead and just turn down the volume on the brass organ, that way it doesn't hurt your ears or mine. So we're going to start off with J, D, V, comma. And we're just going to record that much, those notes right there. Let's record them. Starting with J. Here we go. Alrighty, we got our first notes in. We're now going to add 3 more notes to this. L, 1, and G. Alrighty, let's add that in. Here comes L, 1, G. The last notes we're going to add are L, V, 1, W. Here comes L, V, 1, W. There we go. That's our loop. We're going to double click, Control A, right click, quantize to quarter note 1/4, and that's done. Now what we want to do is just balance that in. Let's go ahead and add an acoustic guitar. So we're going to go up here, acoustic, and you could use any acoustic guitar, or if you want it to be any other sound, I'm more than welcome to that idea also. We really just need these chords in here. We're going to go down the octave, play V, J, L, and W. That's our B flat minor chord. Now what I want you to practice is, how do we strum it like a guitar? So I'm building up V, J, L, W. Now practice making it sound like a real guitar strum. Cool. The rhythm is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Strum, strum, again. Strum, strum. Here we go. And stop right there. We'll fix the timing after we get all the chords in. Let's look at our next chord. Our next chord is an A flat major chord. We're going to play D, H, comma, and 1. Alrighty, and just like before, we want to strum the keyboard to make it sound like guitar. So we're going to wait for that first chord to be done, and on measure 2, we're going to play the same rhythm. Our next chord is a G flat major 7. That's a G, J, L, and W. Jazzy, right? That's our third chord. Let's record it. Here we go. And now we need our fourth chord. Our fourth and final chord is an F7 chord. So we're going to play V, N, comma, and 1. And 1, that's our dominant 7 right there. Very cool. Here we go. We're going to double click to go in. And of course, I kind of like the natural sound. It's not a perfect strum on any of them. And I kind of like that because it's a little bit more real. But I do have some moments of absolute silence. You see those big canyons of nothing. So I'm going to drag it over to get them a little bit closer so I don't have any silence. I did hear that my top note right here was a little bit late. So all I'm going to do is just zoom in and bring that top note forward so it sounds a little bit more like it's closer with the other strings. Yeah. Cool. So now it doesn't sound like a normal acoustic guitar on the recording. So we're going to add an effect. You can go over here to effects. We're going to hit add effect. We have tons of options, which is great. We're going to go to chorus and we're going to put the song on loop. So we're going to press play and we're going to mess with the rate and the depth until we like the sound. Just like the brass organ, I'm going to bring that sound way down because it's barely audible. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you later.